Now, I know a lot of folks use safety ropes when they're going up and down their stand. They have a little prusik knot that they follow with them in case something were to happen. And I haven't gotten there yet. But we do check the ladders every year. We do check the straps. Make sure everything's intact. I don't think the tree that fell affected this stand. The ladder seems pretty solid. Not much to do to it. Just when I get the tractor up here tomorrow, I'm going to try to push a lot of this, condense it, push it into the woods. I'm just finishing a few more chores up here that I could do by myself. Donna's going to come down later this afternoon. I'm just going to check a few more of the ATV paths out and do up a little cleaning here and there. I'm hoping I can talk down and going up on top of the hill when it gets here, and us taking the blind walls up, so maybe we can get those assembled tomorrow. But to do that, I'm going to need the forks, and I also want to take the loader bucket up on top of the hill with me. This is the first time I've tried to put it in the back of this UTV by myself. Normally we just manhandle it with about 3 or 4 guys. I just got a text from Don saying it's not going to be too long before he gets here, so I'm just going to hold off, and I'll have him help me load these walls up as soon as he arrives.
Did you weed whack this lately?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Oh, not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I just cut all the grass and I mowed back, and
How's the water?
good.
Uh-oh. Already got a wall on the...
Yeah, I was wondering, you want to go up there if we put the walls up?
with the tractor?
Yeah.
Can you get the tractor up there?
You have to go a long way.
Oh, okay. Sure. Let me put some stuff away.
Maybe I'll try to brush hog too while we're up there.
Yeah.
And then just follow me with the UTV to...
What are you taking the bucket up there for?
Brush hogging, it's a lot easier to push things out of the way with the bucket than not have the bucket.
catch any more mice?
I didn't have it down here.
What?
Are you talking to mousetrap?
Oh, yeah.
So we've got the base, the 4 walls, the roofing materials, and then these boards here are the rafters for the roof. What the?
We'll just drop
Yeah,
this off up there.
because we don't know where it's going to go. I thought about maybe I should pad this edge, but it doesn't look too bad. I think we'll be all right on the way up. Okay, this is about a 3-mile trek. We're going to be out on the open road just for a little bit, then we'll turn onto a gravel road for a little bit. Then we're going to cut through my neighbor's property to get to the very back part of our property. For the most part, the ride is uneventful, but with a top speed of about 10 to 12 miles per hour, it does take a little while to get there. However, there are a couple tricky spots, and they're coming up. Alright, here's the first one, and that's pulling into my neighbor's driveway. There's a little bit of an angle getting on here, a little bit of a dip, and since the tractor doesn't really have that much of a wide stance, it is kind of hazardous to make this turn, just with all the weight in the front, and then of course all the weight in the back. But slow and steady wins the race. Alright, here's the next spot. This is another little dip. If you notice, the front tire just dipped down pretty good. And it's a little bit of a pucker factor. It doesn't look bad here, but believe me, it does lean over quite a bit. And of course, again, with all that weight in the front, you definitely do not want to accidentally flip the tractor here. Should be a pretty smooth ride as long as we don't get lost. It looks pretty dry. The only other concern I would have coming back here would be if it had rained recently and there can be some muddy soft spots, which could get the tractor stuck, and I think you've seen that before. Okay, and our destination is just up around the bend. I didn't get lost this time.
What's that?
I didn't get lost this time. Sometimes I feel like I made a wrong turn or something.
Boy, he's got a nice food plot over there.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to set down the unassembled blind walls right here, kind of get them out of the way because we need to do some house cleaning up here.
Buggy's behind you.
Now I need to put the bucket back on. It's on a pretty good angle, so it might take a little bit of doing to get it back onto the lower arms. I don't know if you remember, but I had an issue with the engine bogging down a few episodes ago, and everybody commented it was most likely a fuel filter, and I still have not had time to change that, and I don't know if that's what's causing this issue now, but I do have to attend to that soon. So there it was again. Just curious if you noticed the white smoke coming from the exhaust, if that is because it's too lean right now and maybe it is the fuel filter. Alright, I think we're good to go to get some housekeeping done up here. Doesn't seem like much, but sometimes a tractor does amaze me, because this would have taken me forever to move this out of the way by hand, or even to try to finagle something with the UTV. Now last year we used a tractor to make a new path that leads from this tree stand to another one, and this is where the larger parts of this tree happen to be resting. Okay, we're almost done up here. The sun is starting to go down, so it's going to be getting pretty dark soon. I'm going to put the blind walls in our parking area. That's been cleared out nicely. And then I need to put the bucket back on. I think this is a good time to call it a day. Head down. I think another member has arrived. I think John just arrived a little bit ago, so we'll see what he's got going on. But this is a good stopping point.
And I cut that tree out. That one was hanging over here. But, that was a little bit of a fiasco.
So that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you enjoy and subscribe to these videos. Click on that little bell when you want to know when a new one is coming out. And keep an eye on us. Next week, we got some more work to do, and hopefully we'll get that blind put together. Oh man, what's going on?
Oh. What's up?
How much? Blueberry pie.
Oh boy.
Got in there.
The leftovers. Is that what you guys
Did
had?
you bring enough for everybody?
Yeah, it's in there. Brought you some tomatoes.
Oh boy. Got some nice grill lines. Whoa.